Yo guys, what's up? My name is Jack2505. This is the Horde House, and today we are returning to the diary. The diary must be updated. Diary of an Engineer. Now this is a video series that puts me in a 1 to 50 master horde with a random group. No friends, no allies, in the wild, and wish me the best of luck. Now don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So let's get on with the video. Well, before we start the diary video, I want to let you guys know that I have 2 other YouTube channels that I've recently started to expand the 2505 network. First of all, my channel Battlefield 2505, which will be dedicated to the Battlefield franchise, covering the up and coming Battlefield game and the older games in the meantime. So make sure to subscribe if you're interested in Battlefield content, and the 2505 Variety Gaming channel, which will cover various games, some gaming news and discussions about up and coming games and some events as well. So also make sure to check out that channel too. Links to these channels will be in the description box below. Now, let's get back to the diary. I've decided to go with the mechanic for this run. My card setup for this run is shredder rounds, efficient fabrication, overclock locker, ingenuity and reinforced fabrication. Now the match starts and we have the following: a level 18 veteran, a level 17 jack, a level 20 gunner and a level 20 anchor. The match starts and the tap spawns in a sort of okay location. Not the best, but I decided to place a fabricator at spawn. Now I know some people like to set up in a small room, which is all good, but sometimes I prefer to have more space. Wave 2, I placed 3 wires to cover the 3 entry points, then confirm that lockers are next. Wave 6 and 7, I then confirmed to the team to let the gunner have the first locker, and that the second locker is for the veteran. So the veteran thinks this means that, hey, I'll take the level 4 locker, which is meant for the gunner, rather than take the level 1 locker the engineer just built for me. Great teamwork, pal. Wave 9, and I tried to place a wire next to this tap. And don't you just hate the uneven surfaces on bunker? And look at this sire getting all confused and doesn't know what to do. It is funny when the AI acts this way. Now wave 10, and we get the Kestrel. And this is a chance for me to use the mechanic's new ultimate, and it's time to shine. Now I place the turret as far back as possible, and look at this Kestrel. Always trying its best to fly right above the turret's line of sight, and look at the way that it uses the cover over there. It's almost like it's controlled by a human. Anyway, we get past wave 10 and proceed to the next wave. Wave 11, and it's time to level up and straighten up these wires to make it a little bit harder for the Locust Horde to get in. Also, the second tap has spawned in such a crap location, and that's one of the major things I hate about bunker. Wave 12, and whilst I repair the veteran's locker, he gives me a nice thumbs up. Sometimes guys, it's nice to be appreciated for your hard work. Wave 15, and we get a carrier. And now I'm starting to see the issue with the gunner that we have. Where the stuns on the bosses. Now I've noticed that he's used the ice cannons quite a lot and basically allowed the carrier to walk in and have some fun. Now this is the first red flag, however, we did defeat the carrier and then moved on to the next wave. Wave 16 and 17, I now apply level 3 laser wires to my setup to make it harder for the horde to get in and stop them from jumping over the wall in the small room. Now, we now get to wave 20, and it is the Swarmak, the base destroyer. Now I try my hardest again with the turret to apply some bleed damage, and again, do you notice no stun from the gunner? The Swarmak destroys the base, however we got through it and I've got some serious repairs to do. Wave 24, and after spending the last 3 waves repairing, we now have the third tap, which has also spawned in a rubbish location and will probably be quite difficult to defend. Wave 25, and the stumps arrive to attack, and mowing them down with the mechanic's turret is so much fun. They stand no chance now against his ultimate. And then we move on to the next wave. Wave 27, and a small room is looking secure with the laser wires supported by shock sentries. We now approach wave 30 and the Wakatu is here. Now I apply my bleed damage to the Wakatu. Before, I would apply my cryo cannon, which is really good against this boss. However, I thought the gunner would do it because he seems to like that gun quite a lot. But to be honest, I should have done it. Well, I should have stored some cryo cannons for myself once my turret ultimate disappears. However, we smash the Wakatu, we get past wave 30, and then we proceed on. Wave 35 and the stumps are back, and once again they get mowed down by my bleeding turret. Now this isn't the best map for stumps, and the wave is eventually beaten, and the team moves on. Wave 38 and the gunner asks if he could be cheeky and ask for another locker. I grant his wish and ask him to stun the bosses after 38 waves. Now this is something I should not be asking at this important stage. The gunner then replies with, yes of course, the reflector does bleed damage also. Now that's very nice, but I requested a stun to the bosses, Mr. Gunner. Wave 39 and the confused sire is back, and I must admit this is so funny. It's so strange what causes these issues for the sire when jumping over that particular piece of cover. Wave 40 and the Kestrel is back, so I get my turret into position just like before to apply that bleeding damage. And again the Kestrel flies above my line of sight and wreaks havoc on the rest of the team, backed up by a Guardian. There is no control over the Kestrel, no stun, no consistent damage. People are going down and it is a wipe, a fail. Very disappointing on a run that was going okay, but then failed at the end. Things that could have gone better. I should have placed MG and shock sentries at the back, so when the flying enemies come in, they'll get suppressive fire from the turrets to help aid the team. The gunner should have been stunning the bosses rather than using a cryo cannon build. And then maybe I should have set up in a small room. So that is the end of the diary in Bunker. An awful map for taps, uneven surfaces, and I'm glad I got this one out of the way. Now I hope you guys enjoyed the latest episode of Diary of an Engineer. Tell me what you thought of the whole process in the comment section below and let me know. Now thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. My name is Jack2505. This is the Horde House, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.